What's up, guys? We are day 2 continued getting the Lamborghini ready to drive all the way to Asia. Let's go check it out. Пиздец. Очень плохо. What is this? They have violated this Audi with this bullshit. Okay, so we're back at the car. They have it all together. Everything's back on and the pan's back on, but they just told me that you have to replace the pan for the transmission at each change because the filter's built in or something. Explain this to me.
The filter is plastic and it's built in like on many other modern cars. Here the car sucks it into the oil pump, and here it's the intake channel, so the lowest point of the pan. It's always obligatory to change it because the flow should be not restricted. So this is not, like maintaining car like new. You can not to change it, but you will get the clogged filter. The fluid should be solid in pressure and flow to keep the transmission.
So you
alive.
can't just pull this out and replace the filter.
Yes, it's maybe glued, maybe it's temperature pressed in. But we can cut it if you want to take a look how it goes in.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Don't do this,
yeah. Well, it's interesting to see how it works, and then this is all the magnets that are on the pan.
I will show you how the magnet works. So it's covered a bit, you see?
Yeah.
It's metal,
Little metal
powder
shavings.
from the friction separating discs.
So how many kilometers do you see typically on an Urus that is going on-road, off-road, etc. before it needs to have a transmission rebuild?
This gearbox is pretty reliable, so normally it handles pretty good power up to 150 or maybe 200,000 kilometers.
Okay.
But you have to change this oil every 60 to 70,000 kilometers.
Oh, really? Okay.
With aggressive driving, we recommend to replace it each 4th or 5th change of engine oil.
Ah, okay.
Because it gets a lot of stress, and actually the wear in the gearbox is normal. Nobody cares if he needs to get the clutch repaired, but everyone thinks that the automatic gearbox is forever. But actually it has a lot of small clutches inside, and it should be serviced and sometimes repaired. It's normal.
Got it. Okay, so we'll go over all of the maintenance schedule for the car before we leave and get a better understanding of when we should maintain things, and once you get the oil tests and all the samples back, we'll have a better understanding of what needs to be looked out for.
Small bottles.
How long does it typically take to get those tests back?
Engine oil test takes 2 to 3 days normally, and transmission fluids are up to 7 days.
Okay.
It's a bit more complicated because they are more dirty normally. And sometimes, if the fluid is too contaminated, we cannot perform all the tests, and we'll, if we have, I believe, 10 steps, we can stop on the 3rd or 4th if it's too bad.
Got it.
To keep equipment in laboratory safe.
Right. Okay. So those RS6 ones would bring this up like
here.
to here.
Yes.
Wow. But maybe we could even stick it sideways.
Yes, and that's an idea we are discussing. But this requires
Lots of modification.
Lots of modification, because we have to rework in full both hoses, to rework the fluid hoses for the external radiator, to make new mounts, so it's not the one-day job.
Yeah. Yeah. But with the RS6 moving up, you think that could be a one-day job?
Sorry?
Moving the RS6 intercoolers into here, like replacing these with the RS6, that's a
no,
quick.
I mean, it's not
like these
job.
tubes can stay. If it was just that simple.
Sorry, but it's not that simple. With the RS6 intercooler, you have definitely, so its hose looks here. So we have to cut.
So there's it doesn't.
Lower
Yep. Okay.
Create new position, make new brackets, remove replace and reposition this one. So I believe it's several days, actually a week maybe, or even more, to make this really nice and reliable for all the job. You don't want to lose the clamp anywhere in the desert.
Right. Interesting. Okay, well, we have to massage the calendar and see, but that's where we're at. And then here's this bracket we were looking at earlier that's bent just from hitting a rock here. So obviously this bracket maybe is designed to bend a little bit to keep the frame straight, I think.
I will ask. We have fixed it. Its geometry is recovered.
Ah, okay, you guys
It's
bent it a little bit.
flexible because it's steel.
Yeah.
It's easy to repair it to original shape.
But like with this new skid plate we're putting on here, since these are breakaway welds, like if I hit this on like a serious rock, it's gonna bend this up on the inner.
Actually, this one is not that solid, and it will probably keep the stress because it will be distributed by 8 or 10 points. It will not apply force to one position.
One spot.
It will absorb it and
Because
distribute
the
it.
new plates are steel, yeah?
Yeah, it's still one.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so we are camping here at Level Performance. But first, I'm gonna cook up some steak. So let me put the camera down, bring the barbecue grill outside because they don't really want me cooking inside and bringing this whole place into steak odor, although it would smell quite nice. Let's bring this outside. All right, so we're outside cooking up some steaks. Looks mighty nice. And let's just go see what the camp spot looks like from the outside window looking in. Of course, they've got all sorts of, I don't think we, camera. I don't think we actually saw this Urus yet yesterday in our tour, but it is, well, missing the engine. Maybe we'll explore that in the daylight. But yeah, they've got a lot of Lambos around here. Here's another one. Oh, this is my buddy's Storado. I've actually drifted this in a field a few days ago. Very fun car to drive. It's here because he was actually getting it cleaned from all of that drifting that we were doing in the field. But yeah, here's the front of the shop, highway out here, and there's my sleeping pad. There's a guy taking photos of it, videos. Anyway, semi-visible from the street. Let's go check on our steak. See it smoking. Oh yeah, look at that. Smells good. All right, we'll check back when it's cooked. Alrighty, we have cooked up the steaks and they look nice and juicy. Pre-salted, pre-oiled, ready to go on my homemade cutting board that I made like 10 years ago. And time to eat. So, going to cut this up. Bon appetit. That's a good steak right there. Now I'm gonna boil up some potatoes. All right, y'all, it is time to go to bed. Get the bed all made up. It's looking nice. Got all the lights off here. A little bit of road lights. Hopefully those won't be too bad with all the tinted windows and the hood up blocking it. So, good night. See you tomorrow. All right, I just realized I did not make an outro for the video last night, so here's the outro. Please make sure and like and subscribe on my channel, and also check out Level Performance. This is their channel. They have got all their videos. They're in Russian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you speak Russian, watch the videos, or you can put the translate to the English subtitles and
That's why
check
we
out.
have the second channel with 2 videos in English.
Ah,
Yeah, let me show
okay.
you.
What's that?
Up.
English.
Yeah. We have to. We can't find it here, but I'll try to find. Yeah,
Okay. They're going to find it. And in the meantime, hit that subscribe and comment down below what your guys' thoughts are on this and what
here it
route
is.
I should take driving to Asia. Okay, so here is their level of performance in English. Check it out. Those are the videos. Here we go. I will link it down in the description below on this video, and we will see you tomorrow morning where we have a nice surprise for all of the employees of Level Performance.